We have the relic reveals. Let's begin with Guardian and take a look at the video. Great for those of you in your late 20s living at home and your biggest struggle isn't completing the Inferno or maxing, it's finding people to raid with in an MMORPG. Afraid to step out of your comfort zone? You've dedicated years to grinding levels, improving your gear, and arguing over which side of Wintertodt is more efficient. But you're too afraid to ask someone at TOA Bank if they want to raid with you. It's not like we're requesting you to dedicate an hour to updating your resume, hitting the gym, or even touching grass. Where's your ambition? Your drive to be better? You've got a whole life ahead of you. The real boss fight is out there in the real world. We're not saying the Guardian will help you with that fight, but it's here to support you. You've got this. Make us proud. Now, what does the Guardian do? This will summon a powerful Guardian Thrall lasting 30 minutes. The Guardian will attack your target with whatever style it is weak to. When you are in multi-combat, it will cast an AoE attack if the target is weak to range or magic. The Guardian's stats are max hit of 5, min hit of 5, max hit of 13, attack speed of 4, and attack accuracy of 45,000. The Guardian does not work in PvP, and it does work inside the gauntlet. So, pretty powerful, especially if you're not using like an AoE attack. You know, it might help you out with some of those grinds. It works in the gauntlet. A lot of people just like the concept of having the Guardian, so that's kind of cool. And then we have the one that a lot of people are banking on, and I've seen a lot of people no longer really liking. You gain the following benefits of special attacks. All special attacks cost 20% and have plus 100% accuracy. For each failed accuracy roll with a special attack, gain 10% special attack energy. Whenever you kill an NPC, restore 15% special attack energy. So if you're out grinding, this is crazy good, especially if your special attack does like an AoE. It's crazy good. You can go out and do like multi-combat with like the Kopesh from the Wilderness. I'm picking Wilderness, so a lot of it's going to be Wilderness examples. You can use the Kopesh if you're going melee and just absolutely wreck, because when you kill something, you have a 50% special attack return. Attacks cost 20%. Kopesh, 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 and you can just completely obliterate that. Now, it's not going to be like last league where you could sacrifice HP to get special attack and then just completely delete bosses with range, but we can delete bosses with range anyway. And speaking of deleting bosses, I want to talk about this one. This is Last Stand. You gain the Last Stand ability, which works as follows. If damage would reduce you to 0 HP, you are reduced to 1 HP instead. Your combat stats are instantly boosted to 255, but begin draining rapidly back down to their base level. For the next 16 ticks after this ability is activated, you cannot be reduced to 0 HP. When the effect ends, all incoming damage is nullified, and the player is healed based on the damage they dealt over the last 16 ticks. Once this ability is used, it cannot be used again until you die or 3 minutes have passed. Now, this is different than last year's, which was the big blow-up AoE on death. Why is this so interesting to people? Well, melee with Darox. You hit 1 HP and you stay at it for 16 ticks, and you do not heal until afterwards. All healing is delayed. If you were to chow down on a shark, that does not happen until after this tick. And you're also healed based on the damage you deal, so you don't need that shark. So what this means is Darox can just sit there and just hammer at a boss at 1 HP for 16 ticks and come out of it full HP. That's crazy. If you're a mage, don't forget these boosted stats. Now, they're going to rapidly drop, but if you have a shadow, even rapidly dropping, let's say you just attack, you see your HP is low, you just Hail Mary it, hands off the keyboard, let yourself go down to that 0 HP, so you're just continuing to attack. How much damage can you do with that shadow in that time frame? And, of course, also, if you are range, it's not as flashy as Darox or that shadow, but you have a minimum hit. So you can sit there with whatever you're using, a blowpipe or a twisted bow or whatever, a crossbow, whatever it is, whatever stage you're at. You're going to do extra damage because of the 255. You're going to heal up to full. There are going to be bosses where time to kill is going to be good enough that you can walk in, you can hands off your keyboard, do damage, heal back up to full with this, do more damage afterwards, and it be enough to kill the boss, and you will just win, and you're good. Now, resetting it can't be used again until you die or 3 minutes have passed. In the last league, you could also reset it with the pool in Ferox Enclave. I don't see a reason why that would change, but maybe it will. Okay? Maybe they'll change it. Even if they don't, if you want to cheese bosses, all you have to do is then make your character die in between kills, which is annoying, but you could do it. If you are someone taking Total Recall, this could be absolutely crazy to take you right into the boss room, right? If you are not taking it and you are taking the Clue Relic, like I am, this is still crazy good for quite a few different bosses, because if you can reset it or you are going to, abuse it, clue steps, a lot of them are near different bosses, so you can just farm and farm and farm. Take you a little more time than Total Recall. If you're trying to get the leaderboards for total boss kills, you probably want Total Recall, but otherwise, this is really strong. Combine this inside of things like the Inferno with Banker's Note, and you're in a really good situation. I've seen people question, hey, we need to do the math. Can I AFK Zuck? That is something where, or people like, can I do Zuck? And then whenever I screw up, can I just face tank for the win? This is interesting. I like this. I think this is cool. This existing, if you're not, certain about how well you'll do in things like the Inferno, sounds like it's really nice. Sounds like it's really nice to me. Now, unlike the Guardian, it's not going to be amazing out in the open against random mobs. And unlike the Special Relic, it's not going to be great for your farming, random mobs in the wilderness, right? Random mobs in like a multi-combat zone, your Slayer tasks and stuff like that. This isn't going to like break that, right? I think it's a tough choice. I think it's a good choice. I think for me, the only choice is going to be Last Stand. I'm not great. I only play the seasonal modes, so I'm always rusty at PVM. So if you're telling me there's a chance I can take this and maybe an Echo boss is way too difficult for me, if you're telling me that I can just tank it and finish it off, that does it for me. If I can reset at the Enclave, that does it for me, right? I like it. I think it's really useful. I think that seems really fun to me. Kind of makes me wish I was going melee, but it is what it is. I'm going to be very excited to see what people are coming up with for this. I will say a lot of people don't like the fact that your stats are drained down to base level. That is a negative. So if you are someone who is like not liking to pot up a lot, like to get a lot of potions, that sucks. Also, it did get confirmed by a JMod that Total Recall does not save your like strength and attack boost and stuff like that, or your like non-combat boost. Like some people thought, oh, can I take a potion for like this skilling activity and then go do it? And a lot of people thought that, and the answer is no. So that's kind of the negative stocks there for Total Recall. I wish it would have done that. I think that wouldn't have been broken, but whatever. Yeah, I'm just curious what you think. I think this is really cool. I think this stands out the most to me, and I think this is my pick.